guys, I'm going to help you do your Boy Scout pledge. I think it's best if you learn it in sentences. So if you kind of think of the Scout pledge as, on my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country and to obey the Scout law, to help other people at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. If you all kind of learn it that same way, then as you're learning the signs, you'll get used to your body, hands will actually get used to how to do the signs and kind of when to stop and when to start over again. That way I just think it'll keep you guys on track as a group. Sign language, when you're doing it more than one person, always looks much, much better when done at the same time, sort of with the same stops and the same starts. And so anyway, if you kind of learn it by sentences, I think it'll be easier. So let's give it a try. On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country, and to obey the Scout law to help other people at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. So let's do it more slowly now. So the first sentence is, on my honor. On is your right hand on top of your left, on. My, your hand flat against your chest. Honor, you're going to make an H, which bend your two bottom fingers down, tuck in your thumb, that's an H. And so you're going to turn it so it'll be facing away from you, and you just bring it right down in front of your face. Honor. I will do. I will do. For do, you take C, you make C's, so little cuts, you go from the right to your left of your body. Do. My best. Best is like you're wiping off your chin from a great meal and giving them a thumbs up. It's always nice to add a little smile to it. So, best. To do my duty. That, you make a D if you hold your hand and you put all your fingers down except your index finger, and then you turn it. That's D, and you just tap it on the top of your hand. You don't tap it with your index finger, you tap it with the fingers that are holding together. Duty. To God, you just make a flat hand sign. So my hand is flat, and it just comes up and down right next to my face. God. And is like a little Pac-Man. You just kind of reach out and pull back. And to. Now obey, you make two O's. That's O's, little circles. One is by your left temple, one is by your right mouth. And then going to the right, you open up your hands. Obey. Obey. So the easiest way to think of it is that your elbows do not move. You don't actually move them, and you don't try to make one hand overlap, or I know we were having some trouble with that. You just take two O's, one by your left temple, one by your right mouth, and then without moving your elbows from this position, you just lay your hands down. Obey. It's just sort of saying, I'm thinking it and talking it, and I'm doing what you say. So that's how that works, okay? Obey. Obey. I hate when I lose my train of thought. I'm really sorry. To God and my country, and to obey. The Scout. So we always have some trouble with that. Like you make like you have someone's nose in your hand. You know how to do that. Got your nose. Yeah. So you do that, but you're going to actually start with it facing fingers rather, I should say, facing you, and then you make an arch and you face it out. It's not just that. It's not just turning your hand. You're actually going to make a little arch with it. Okay? So the Scout, very easy. 3 fingers up like you're saluting. Law. Hold your left hand straight, flat. Hold it like this. Take your right hand, make an L, and run that L down, like you're running down the laws of somebody, or like you're running down the Old Testament tablets, or whatever makes you remember it. Okay, law. Two, help, so two, and then help. Your left hand is making a closed fist, and your right hand is just helping it up. It's not a pounding of your left hand at all. You just make this, and then your right hand lifts it up, help. Other, you make an A. This is an A sign in sign language, where you close your hand and your thumb is here. You're going to start on the left side of your body, and you're going to make a curve and turn your hand over. It seems very fancy. You don't have to get that elaborate. Just start at the left side and even turn it over if that's easier. There is a little curve to it, but it doesn't matter if you really get that curve, I don't think. If you all can get the idea of just starting with your hand palm side down and turning it over. Other. People. I know it's hard to do P's and K's. P's, you bend your bottom two fingers, so your pinky and your ring finger bend. Then you put your thumb between your index finger and your middle finger, so you kind of have two V's, and then you point your middle fingers down. That is a P. And this is what it looks like sideways. P. That's what it looks like sideways. Okay, so P. People. You have two P's, and then you just rotate them forward. But not together like this, no. You rotate one and then the other. So when one is coming back, the other one is going forward. That's people. At, keep your left hand straight, and you come at an angle with your right hand. At.